Hi there people, welcome back to another video. This video I'm going to be breaking down something that I have used in the past and that you may benefit from using in the future. So it is an indicator. So if you're looking at the market here, you can see that this is purely just price action based on the candles. So in this video, I am going to be going over Bollinger Bands. They're a very powerful tool that you can use in the market. If you want to add it to your strategy, you could use it as a little bit of extra confluence, or you may even want to make a strategy built around it. So if you come to TradingView and on the indicator section of your chart, just type in Bollinger Bands, you will add these to your chart. Now, I know this might look a little tedious and a little scary to look at, but just bear with me and I will obviously show you what can be done with these. So when we're looking at the market, we've got support, resistance, trend lines, EMAs, Fibonacci's, everything. So this is just another one of them. So all it is the Bollinger Band. So let's firstly look at the top of this band. Now these settings here are basically just the natural settings on the chart. You can obviously amend things, etc., but I would keep them as is. So what do we notice about the top band? Well, we notice about the top band, if we go backwards, that a lot of the time, every time price hits the top band, we get some form of reaction to the downside. Now, it's not always going to be a huge reaction, but you can see that price basically always respects, usually, that upper band. If we look at the lower band, what do we see? Exactly the same. Price tends to move to the bottom of the band, and then we usually get a reaction. So all we are using this Bollinger Band for is that price usually is attracted to either side of the band. Okay? So you're either going to get a reaction from the top or a reaction from the bottom, and price is usually drawn to these areas within the market. So you could use it simply alongside, support and resistance. So you could say, no, I had a break retest here with the Bollinger Band. That's a very valid reasoning. You could look at something like this and go, I've got a third touch of a trend line on the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and look, you've had a nice reaction there. You could target the top of the Bollinger Band. And it's basically just a tool that you can use. There's no need to overcomplicate it. This middle section here, in this case the blue line, is simply just telling you how strong the trend is. So that usually just follows the trend. So you'll notice if the Bollinger Band itself is moving sideways, you could identify a range in market. So for example, let's have a look. Here, you can see that where price currently is now on the Bollinger Band in the middle, you can see that price is it's not showing you any directional bias. It's not going up, it's not going down, it's usually just moving sideways. So you may want to hold off on taking any positions. If we look at another time frame, or another pair, this is gold. What do we notice? Exactly the same. Bollinger Band acting as resistance, Bollinger Band acting as resistance, resistance, and then at the bottom, we've got support, 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 support. So as mentioned, I didn't want to overcomplicate anything in this video. If you trade trend lines, if you trade price action, whatever you trade, you can use this tool to potentially build confluence or even find trades using this way. So all you are going to do is mark off areas of interest if you want, and then simply just wait for price to hit the upper or the lower of the Bollinger Band. You'll tend to find that price will usually trade within them unless there is a large volume spike. But bar that, it's a very good tool that you can use in your charts to obviously potentially find some tradable ideas. And this here is the DXY, so it works on the DXY as well. Whatever you're trading, just keep it in mind that potentially you may be able to find some positions. You can see here, you might get the retest of a high or a low with the Bollinger Band like so. You might get a retest like so. So there's many different ways to use these Bollinger Bands, but just know if you want to add it to your ammunition when you're trading the market, I would strongly suggest it. So I'm hopeful that obviously you've learned a couple of things and maybe you can go away and test this now. As always, the links to all the groups are in the description, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.